Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over how you create a social media schedule for your first robotics team so that you can consistently be posting on social media and hopefully, of course, getting more people to be aware of your program. So the first thing when it comes to posting on social media is you're going to have a lot of ideas. Now, there's going to be things, of course, that are coming up throughout the season that you want to be posting about, like, hey, check out our robot so far in week 1 and week 2 and week 3. You may have fundraisers and events that you're holding that you want to promote, for people to come out and help support your team and get funding. Of course, when you're going to competition, these are all great things to be posting about, and you want to keep doing that. But you're also going to need to have more ideas than just simply about what's happening with your robot at the time. Especially, of course, if you want a consistent social media that's going to be active throughout the year or in the preseason or in the off season. So I would highly recommend that you go and look up different ideas that you can find online. Do a quick Google search of, 50 ideas to post on social media, and you'll find all kinds of lists, and you just make some slight tweaks to them so that they're more robotics focused. But in order to have an active social media, you're going to need to have a lot of different things to post about all the time. Secondly, determine how often you're going to commit to posting. Now, some teams may be posting every single day. Some teams may be posting only once a week. It's completely up to you on how often you want to post, but I would say the biggest thing is just simply being consistent. If you're going to post one time a week, which I would say is kind of the bare minimum, then commit to posting one time a week. I'd recommend probably posting on the same day rather than even just one time a week, but last week it was on Monday and this week it's on Friday and the week after it's on Saturday or Wednesday. Pick one day. Every Wednesday we're going to make a post, or every Saturday we're going to make a post. Ideally, I would say you probably want to be posting 3 times a week. I think that's kind of a good middle ground where you are making content often enough that people know that you're around, but it's not so often either that it's unsustainable. Because ultimately, whatever your schedule is that you decide you want to go with, it's got to be something that you can commit to and that your students can commit to. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourselves out trying to come up with content like every single day. Next, determine how you're going to track your posts in terms of frequency. I personally use Google Sheets to do this. I can show you my spreadsheet here where I have the idea that I'm going to be posting about, the date and the day, where it's going to be posting to, what type of content it's going to be, whether it's going to be a long form video, a short form video, and kind of the theme. Is it educational? Is it behind the scenes? Is it informational? Is it promotional? And then the different platforms that I'm going to be posting it on: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and then the progress. Have I shot it yet? Is it in editing right now? Is it done being edited, but I haven't posted it yet? Or is it posted and done? I use this for myself just to keep track of what are the things that are in my pipeline that I'm working on. What is the topic that I'm going to be posting about and kind of the sort of theme. You don't want every single post to be the same, where like every single post is just, here's what we're doing on our robot right now. You got to also kind of vary it up too, right? Like variety is the spice of life. So some posts may be behind the scenes of things you're doing at practice. Some posts may be promotional. Here's this event that's coming up. Some posts may just be about your team and getting information about your core values and stuff like that, right? And so this whole spreadsheet that I use helps me keep track of how often I'm posting, where those posts have gone to, especially if I made a post, but I forgot to post it to Instagram or YouTube. I can keep track of that. And then later on, I may go back and repost it there because I never posted that thing to that platform. There's a lot of different ways that you can organize and keep track of your schedule. This is just the way that I do it because Google Sheets is free, but there's all kinds of different platforms you can utilize. Find a way that works best for you, even if it's on paper, right? And you're literally writing it down, as long as you're consistent, because what can happen very easily is that you made a post on a Monday and then all of a sudden it's already been a week and you haven't realized oh my gosh, we haven't posted since last Monday. We got to make sure we get something out there. And then it's a scramble to try to figure out what you're going to do. Next, you're also going to want to determine what format you want to make your content. So when I say format, I mean are you going to be doing photos all the time? Are you going to be making videos, a short form video, long form video? Are you going to make just a bunch of graphics, on Canva, like Canva templates, where it's just a pretty kind of graphic design thing and there's some text and images in there? Whatever format that your team is capable of doing, try to figure out what you want to do. Me personally, I kind of do a mix of photos, videos, and Canva templates. And the primary reason for that is mainly due to speed in terms of how fast I can create these things and get them out there. So for me, photos are really quick. You can snap some pictures at practice and post them on social media like that same day, and it maybe takes like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Canva templates, same thing. Really quick to do. You go onto Canva, you find a design you like, you do some tweaking on the colors and the text, you put some images in there, and bam, you're done. Or no images at all, depending on what you want to do. And then video, of course, takes the longest, usually because you kind of have to plan it out. And then, of course, you have to edit it. You have to know how to edit it, use an editing software. You have to have a computer that maybe is good enough to edit it. You have a camera that you can use to film content on, or your phone, but it just takes longer. So I usually will just kind of change up the format of the content, mainly just to give myself time. I can post pictures in Canvas and make those pretty quickly, but the videos take longer. So I'll kind of like sort of space them out where it's like, okay, I'm going to post a video and then I'm going to be taking pictures and doing Canva stuff until the next video that I have is done, because I've been filming and editing that one. And then between that video and the next video, I'll be posting more pictures and Canva stuff and just kind of rinse and repeat. That way, again, I'm giving myself enough time to get these things out, and I can keep the schedule that I'm working on consistent. After that, you want to determine what platforms you want to be on. So, there's Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and LinkedIn, Twitter, all kinds of places. You don't need to be on every single social media platform, but I would highly recommend that you pick at least one minimum, ideally probably two. And you want to pick the platform that your primary audience is going to be on. So if you don't know who your audience is, I would recommend going and checking out my video up here on who your audience is. But if you're trying to make content for students, then you probably want to pick a platform that students are going to be on, like Instagram or TikTok. If you're making content for parents and business owners, then you probably want to pick a platform that they are going to be on, probably Facebook, maybe LinkedIn. YouTube is kind of its own special beast, I would say, because it's sort of a social media platform, but also not really. It's more of a search engine. YouTube, I think, is great for every single team to be on, but obviously it's primarily going to be video. So if you're going to be on YouTube, you need to know how to shoot video and how to edit video and then be able to post it on YouTube. So then once you've got all those things in place, it's time to create your content, right? Create your content. Go to practice, take pictures, shoot video, edit it, make sure it's all done and polished, and then you got to post it. And when it comes to posting, you need to have some amount of copy with that post. Copy is like the text that you see in the caption of the video, or the text that's in, the post above and then all the pictures below it. So you need to have some amount of copywriting skill. ChatGPT is great in this instance because it's kind of taken the ability of, knowing how to do copywriting and just spit it out for you. But you're going to need to have some amount of copy with a hook, some amount of main body, and then a call to action at the end. If you don't know what those things are, I'll have a video probably coming out soon talking about that, so stay tuned for that one. But otherwise, go do some quick Google searching of like, what is a hook, what is a call to action, and having those things in place on your post when you post it is going to give you a greater chance of people seeing it and reading it, and then also doing the thing at the end that you want them to do, which is follow your page or, send money to your team or help support them in whatever way, shape, or form you're trying to get support from. And then the very last thing that a lot of teams kind of forget about is once you've made those posts, make sure that you engage with your community, right? So if you put something out there and people are liking it and sharing it and commenting on it, make sure that you respond to those comments. You go back and you type something back. They're like, hey, thanks. We appreciate your support, etc. You thumbs up their little comment. Just make sure that you're engaging with the algorithm, whatever social media platform you're on, so it knows that you're not a robot and it is going to push your content out to more people as well. I hope that was all helpful. That is how I schedule my social media on my team and how I do it personally for myself. Thanks for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Let me know in the comments below what you found most valuable, and I'll see you in the next one.